After nearly 2 decades in the U.S. Senate, Lamar Alexander will not seek re-election. He talked with News Channel 5's Alexandra Cohen today. And is he sad to call it quits, Alexandra?
No, he says it wasn't a hard decision. He looks forward to life after politics, but for the next 2 years, it's full steam ahead. Senator Lamar Alexander was known for wearing a red checkered shirt as he walked over 1,000 miles campaigning during the 1978 governor's race. Fast forward 4 decades, and he's now writing the final chapter of his political career.
I feel like I'm at the top of my game. I feel like I'm doing my job well. I'm in good health. I'd rather leave batting 400, let somebody else have the privilege than some other way.
In recent years, Senator Alexander fought for money to be allocated to fight the opioid crisis. He also sought out better pay for teachers and recently spearheaded the Music Modernization Act.
In the Senate, I think he was a moderating force for the most part. He certainly in his last year helped pass the change in the copyright laws that is going to be very helpful to the songwriters and the music industry in general. So I think there's some things he'll be well remembered for as far as that's concerned. So.
Political analyst Pat Nolan says he has served more time as governor and senator than any Tennessean in history. Senator Alexander often went to the other side of the aisle for support.
The politics in Washington does not reward people who reach across the aisle. Those who try to play to the center generally wind up being roadkill, not successful these days.
Pat Nolan still has this photo of him interviewing Senator Alexander when he first ran for governor. For now, there's no time for nostalgia. Senator Alexander says his work is far from over.
I hope people remember me as someone who got up every day thinking he was going to do something good for the state or the country and went to bed most nights thinking that he had.
Over the next 2 years, Senator Alexander aims to get health care costs down and to make college more affordable. Reporting live in the newsroom, Alexandra Cohen, News Channel 5.
Thanks, Alexandra. Governor Haslam had this to say following Senator Alexander's announcement. It is almost impossible to measure the impact of Lamar Alexander's commitment to Tennessee. No one has served our state longer as a governor and senator, and few, if any, have served it better than Lamar. And his fellow U.S. Senator Bob Corker said this about their time in Washington together, quote, "One of the highlights of my time in the Senate has been working with Lamar Alexander. I often tell him he is the legislator of the decade because of the effective way he has worked across the aisle to pass legislation that directly affects the lives of so many throughout the state and around the country."